Traffic equals money. Traffic equals money, and all the traffic you could ever need already exists. It's out there right now, just waiting for you to seize the opportunity. So imagine this. In every niche that you can think of, there are thousands of free traffic streams already flowing. All you have to do is step in front of them. And one of the fastest ways to access these traffic streams is to leverage other websites. So today I'm going to show you how to tap into hundreds of free traffic sources. And this works perfectly with my trickle-down traffic system that you can get for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is identify where your ideal audience or your ideal customers already hang out. So you're going to add these locations to a powerful list that you will keep coming back to over and over and over again. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to find relevant Facebook groups, subreddits, message boards, YouTube channels, and blogs. So to do this, we could go to Google and we could type in a few keywords and hope that Google gives us accurate information. But I genuinely want you to get outstanding results with this. So let's forget about Google. Instead, we're going to go a little bit more advanced, and we're going to start using the Facebook Audience Insights tool. So you're going to uncover highly detailed information about your audience and where they hang out. When you go to the Audience Insights tool, the first thing to do is decide on the location. So where does your audience live? It's going to default to United States. If you're happy with that, let's just go with it, or you can include other territories as well. Next, we want to choose age and gender. Now, it defaults to 18, but if you want to target buyers, well, how many 18-year-olds have a credit card? So in my niche, I assume it's not too many. So I'm just going to raise the age to maybe 21. And now it's going to change the demographics automatically, but we're not done yet. So we need to do a few more things here. Really, we have to choose the gender. So we want to narrow down on our audience at a very specific level. So let's say we're just going to target men for the moment. And remember, you can do this as many times as you like. You can drill down into different areas as often as you want to. Next, we can put in a few interests. So it's going to suggest some for us. So it's going to give us a list of different industries here. So you can start here if you want to. So we could drill down into maybe advertising. We could add, entrepreneurship. And we could add maybe marketing if that was relevant to my niche. So that could be a good starting point, but we want really specific data. So I'm just going to clear that off, and instead I'm going to enter in the name of one of the biggest figures in my industry. So let's imagine I'm in personal development, self-improvement. So I might want to go with Tony Robbins. So he's probably the biggest name out there for that kind of stuff. And now it's going to change the demographics. So in itself, this is fairly valuable data to have. But what we want to do is drill down to the page likes. So we want to find out who people who like Tony Robbins also like. So here we have Tim Ferriss, just under 100,000. The Hustle, that could be a good one, 60k. Let's keep drilling down. So here we have Bob Proctor, 48,000. That could be a good one to go with. Let's have a look at Bob Proctor's page. Make sure that there is some level of engagement here. So that's, yep, pretty active. So that means he's got engaged fans. And engagement is more important than audience size. So let's start making a list here. So we've got Tony Robbins. Oops. Then we've got Bob Proctor. Who else did we see? We saw Tim Ferriss. So what we would do is just go through the Google Insights tool and get as much information about our audience as we can. So we could go The Hustle. We said that could be a good one as well. So we can now drill down even further into this. So we could go Bob Proctor. And then see which pages it brings back here. So Think and Grow Rich page. Let's have a look at that. What's the engagement like? Yeah, looks like the audience are engaging with it. So now we can add these pages to our list. So let's bring that in. So let's organize this in a little bit more detail. So we could have authority figures. And then we can have Facebook pages. Let's add another one to this list. So First Million Mentor Academy. Let's just check the engagement level. Yep, people are engaging. Good stuff. So what we want to do is really fill out our list. So add as many as you can. I'd recommend a minimum of 30. If you can stretch to 100, that's going to be really beneficial for you. But minimum of 30 on each. So a minimum of 30 authority figures. They don't have to be the biggest names. In fact, if you can get a few smaller names on there as well, that's going to be very beneficial for you. Same with Facebook pages. They don't have to be massive pages. And what we're doing right now at the moment is identifying potential places where our community, our tribe already hangs out. And then we start the same process again, but with Facebook groups. So we go to the search bar here. We can type in someone from our list. So let's say Bob Proctor. We search for Bob Proctor here, We go down to groups. And now we have some pretty heavy hitters here. So we've got Bob Proctor Live. It's got 43,000 members. So we might want to join that group. Another one, 11,000, 2,000, 13,000. So what we're going to do is join these groups. Again, add them to our list. So Facebook groups. Copy a link, paste that in. There we go. So we're slowly starting to build up this powerful list of places that we already know our ideal customers hang out. So let's go to YouTube and let's take again someone from our list. Let's stick with Bob Proctor. Paste that in here. What we're going to get is a list of results. And if we scroll through, we're going to see that, some from a year ago, 7 months ago, 2 years ago. So what we need to do is use a filter. If we click on filter, now we can sort by relevance, upload date, view count, or rating. Choose view count. Go back to filter again. And now let's choose either this week or this month. And now we're only getting results from channels that we know are active and have high levels of engagement. So we would go through each of these channels. So this one, Proctor Gallagher Institute, that looks like his official channel. Maybe we might not want to go with that one. So we go to a different one. Let's take a note of this channel. Let's add that to our list. So we go YouTube, channels, paste it in. Let's go back and have another look. And let me just check the language setting. So I'll make sure that I actually have English on. Okay, so let's keep looking. This one could be a good one. So we copy link, add that to the channel URL, to the channel list. And then we just carry on going through. And what we're doing is building up these different lists that we can then keep going back to, and we can bring in other platforms as well. So we can go to Reddit and we can type in Bob Proctor. We can go to communities and users, and okay, so here we don't have many to choose from, but it's give us something. So law of attraction, so we copy that link, add that one to our list as well. So we would say something like subreddits, paste that in there, and maybe just have a look at posts as well, so we can see where he's been discussed. So relaxed mind, that could be one. Again, you want to have a look at how many members and users are on these subs. Motive inspired, that could be a good one. So it's got 12,000 members, pretty decent size. And we just work our way through the list. So investing, 1.2 million members, that could be really relevant. Okay, so we add that to the list. And now we need to find blogs that are relevant. So unfortunately, we do have to use Google a little bit. Let's go to the search field thingy and let's stick with Bob Proctor. So Bob Proctor, but this time we're going to use a Boolean search. So we put plus. In fact, let's wrap this in quotes. So Google knows that we mean Bob Proctor and not just any content with the words Bob or Proctor. So we wrap it in quotes, and then we use a plus, and then we can go something like forum or message board. But what I found is better is to actually put in the type of software or the software name that these boards use. So we could go vBulletin. That's a very common one. So here we're going to get all these message boards that we know are interested in Bob Proctor, or at least are discussing him. Open that and have a look if we wanted to, or we can just go ahead and grab the URL. So copy a link. Again, add these to our list. So let's stretch this out a little bit, give us a bit more space. So we can say message boards. Oops, it hasn't really given us the straight link there, has it? So let's get rid of that. So let's open that in a new tab, grab the URL, paste that link in, then carry on through the list. And now we have hopefully quite a powerful list of message boards that we can go in and start networking in, maybe share some content on, certainly start linking to our website from the signature. Let me show you one more trick using Google. So again, we go with Bob Proctor in quotes plus. If we put in RSS, RSS stands for really simple syndication. Most blogs and podcasts use RSS. So if we want to find other websites that are speaking about Bob Proctor, then putting the plus RSS is going to help us uncover them. So if we go there we have a website, listen notes. Well, let's have a look at what it is. Listen notes. So this could be a podcast site, possibly. That might be a little bit too general. So PR Newswire, again, that's a bit too general. If we're getting a lot of similar results, so here we can see that Google is showing a lot from Bob Proctor's official website, what we would do, we'll get that URL, we put in a minus and then the website domain name there. So what it's going to do now is just remove all those results. And now you can see that his official website is removed from our version of the search engine results page. So here we have another website that is mentioning him. So we might go through a few of these and build up a list again of places where we know the audience is interested in Bob Proctor and get those URLs. So we would start pasting URLs to this list. So let's call it blogs. You can add another one for podcasts if you want to. But the point is, we now have a list of resources and figures that we can use to mine data on. So in less than 15, 20 minutes maybe, we now have a list of resources, places that we can go and start submitting content to. So we can reach out to each of these Facebook pages. We can reach out to the admins of these groups. We can talk to these YouTubers. We can share content on relevant subreddits. Of course, if the rules allow that. Message boards. Here we can just start driving traffic very quickly, and all we've done is taken one person from a list that is going to be a minimum of 30 people, ideally 100. And if you can get 30 to 100 Facebook pages, again, 30 to 100 YouTube channels, subreddits, message boards, think about how much traffic you're going to get if you commit to this for, let's say, a month, for 2 months. This strategy can give you unlimited traffic if you use it right. Now, if you are serious about growing a popular and profitable website, you're going to need more traffic. And you can get the traffic methods that I never share on YouTube or anywhere else completely for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. And if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up below, subscribe to the channel too, hit that little notification bell so you never miss an update from me, and I will hopefully see you again in a couple of days' time. Take care.